The moon loves being in Pisces. And on Wednesday in Australia, she comes joined with Mother Nature Goddess Ceres and fully lit by the Virgo Sun opposite. Ceres is equally comfortable to express herself in either Virgo or Pisces, where she influences tides, cycles, natural resources and the earth. So in this moon, she holds a leading role. There's a blend of vulnerability, safety, and service to the higher good. So you might find yourself being a shoulder to cry on or helping out a workmate who's opened up to you. Ceres is the goddess of the harvest, who commanded a lot of respect back in the day. She was able to negotiate a deal with Pluto to release her daughter from the underworld. And she turned the world to winter while she waited for the release. Since 2006, when Pluto's planet status was downgraded by the International Astronomy Union to dwarf planet, Ceres shares equal rank with her old foe. The reclassification created a celestial balance of power between them. In the sign of the times, Pluto, the god of death, wealth and oppression, has to now work with Ceres, Mother Nature, on equal terms. The feminine rises. So with Ceres' inclusion, any likelihood of feast or famine can be balanced between the Virgo Sun's adaptability and knack for practical solutions, with a nurturing, protective idealism of the Pisces moon. This combo raises the random acts of kindness level and tunes our sensitivity to enjoy daily activities and simple pleasures. Uranus is retrograde in Taurus, and you might find with hindsight that some of the shocks and disagreements in the last month appeared much worse than the reality. That also might be because you've adapted to any shaky ground better than you thought. Well done, you. Uranus is giving out silver linings that make it okay to let go of some of the old comforts, like addictions, bad relationships, unhealthy routines, and rewrites the script. This aspect brings out new attitudes and a willingness to try new ways. It's a freedom machine, but the freedom that this moon highlights is the feeling that you have enough to cover all you need, including a surprise new trust in your own inner strength and resources. Mercury has put communication on the defensive over the last month. It set up a situation where you had to make yourself very clear, persevere, and wait for results. Now it's in a position to get down to detail and bring something to the table. Virgos born around September 15 get lucky with this one and might find some positive feedback coming your way, thumbs up on a project or a commitment, or support for the big picture vision. Aim for an uncluttered view and then write it, say it, try it. It will come. Neptune is still causing a bit of a blur on Mercury's information, so there's a need for due diligence. Check the fine print and then listen to what's not been said as much as what's been stated. A stalemate is breaking open, and although flexibility is an advantage, you won't have to bend your plans, words or actions into a one-sided battle with this full moon. We can't go further without bringing in our three-phase power planets, Jupiter, Pluto and Saturn, who are shredding through Capricorn with historic social change in their wake. Unfortunately, they're trolling Venus in this moon phase and pushing back on resistance from Mars, Lilith and Eris here in Aries. This is a T-square. And Venus, in the Mother Protector sign of Cancer, is in a face-off and outnumbered by the gang lords. Venus knows her worth and is unlikely to buckle, but it means some of you may be called to protect what you love, to choose between work and family, or to strike out independently without the backing of traditional sources. Those born around mid-April and July are really feeling the heat to bust out of the box. Venus in Cancer is articulate, clever and resourceful. But this is significant pressure from external forces to do the right thing. Cancer ultimately wants to take care of others. But echoing Ceres' theme, Venus has to learn how to do that without manipulation or drowning in a sea of everyone else's emotional needs. She needs space. And this seems to be the point that Pluto, Jupiter and Saturn are making. And a tense negotiation of space is playing out in personal relationships. The frustration builds in Aries with the Mars goddess group craving a 180-degree change yesterday. Eris and Lilith are the goddesses of awakening the truth, and they've been journeying with Mars, who is very masculine, direct, combative, and focused. We talked about Mars, Eris, and Lilith last time, and they are currently the only planets in a masculine sign. Every other planet during this full moon phase is in a feminine sign. This places Mars like the Lone Ranger in his hometown of Aries, watching a welcome redistribution of the landscape by the sisterhood. Mars in Aries is being attuned to a softer, more inclusive form of combat, where domination is not the goal. The abundance of all this feminine energy comes at a time when we need our passion to be infused with nurturing and our strength to protect the vulnerable. Mars has been fixed on a me-first world, and this moon helps to integrate that imbalance into a me-too world. To be honest, this might be a bit too much activity for Pisces to really flow. So our Pisces moon might have you ducking under the covers to escape the madness. Despite the pressures from the outside, this is a sweet spot to get values, beliefs, and daily life lined up. Realizations, insights, and new perspectives merge into practical outcomes with this moon. The heightened sensitivity of Pisces is not looking for approval or willing to be victim. She has strength. This is a genuine opportunity to adopt a new vision and feel that others are there with you this time, to see the light emerging. Enjoy the beauty in simple pleasures and know your individual contribution is creating a better world. I'm Merryl, and this is my Mystery School. Like, follow, share and subscribe.